that made that declaration. And that is why Amado were judge. When you clothe the world with a judge, it seems like the world is that he or she is better off. But you don't know what's behind that judge, that clothing. We don't hide. We come out very plain. We tell you the way it is. We tell you what our problems are, and we deal with it. And that is why our leader call out on people. When you do wrong, he will call you out. And there are still some saboteurs amongst us. They are still there. They are still hibernating, waiting for the right time. We are watching as well. You can't continue to hang around our leader thinking you are his best friend. You can't continue working within, looking for information. It's going to backfire on you before that 40 days. Continue. That is, continue your game. The curtain is closing on you. See all these efulefus. You must find out where you belong. There's something that came to me. It's like the Oduduwas that watched their gold being extracted by the Fulanis of all people in Ibadan. And it is these people that went to chase the Fulanis that discovered it. That the gold in their land is being mined. Forest being cleared. Maybe that's why they're occupying forests. Maybe that's why. Maybe they have surveyed it from the sky and say, you Fulanis, go and occupy that forest. There's something there. Go and occupy it. And we're going to kill the citizens. We're going to kill all those people there and take over and mine. And we have to chase all of them away. And they have theirs in Zamfara. Did you know they were mining it until Radio Biafra exposed it? Oh, it's oil, everybody oil. They own oil wells, you don't have any. Instead, you'll be an oil pipe guideline. Oil pipeline master. Security, sir. Where is the pipeline burning? I don't know. We own something, but it doesn't belong to us. The land is yours, but the resources don't belong to you. And finally, the land is not yours. Where do you stand? Are you a bat? You don't belong on land, nor do you belong perching on the tree. These are the things we must guard against. All those hibernating. We know you're hibernating. You take money. Your colleagues expose themselves, but you're acting like nobody can find you. We know who you are. We know those. The women are here. Good morning. Hello?
Good morning, Mazi.
Good morning. Welcome.
Hey, thank you. Are you ready for us?
As always, I'm ready for you.
We are very happy. Thank you very much, sir.
Now I'm muting myself out. Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, so I'm going to bring my sisters. Yeah. Okay, sisters, we're on the air. Good morning, Mazi Alozie. Good morning, my sisters. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to you, fellow Biafrans. Friends of Biafra, lovers of freedom, listeners of Radio Biafra and IPOB worldwide. My name is Dr. Tina Ebere Chiuku. I am Ada Biafra from the heart of Biafra land, Olu province. We welcome you to our program on this beautiful spring Saturday morning from the United States of America. We're coming to you on Radio Biafra USA, transmitting through Radio Biafra London, and as well as on IPOB Community Radio app. Our leader is Mazi Alozie, Chizitirem for Biafra. He is the director of both Radio Biafra and Biafra Television. We thank him for answering the call of Chukwokika Abiyama for his people. We also appreciate and thank Mazi Alozie and all our Radio Biafra personnel and the leadership of IPOB for their hard work and faithful service to us all. Sisters, please introduce yourselves, and after that, we'll have a short prayer and we'll get started. Sister Victoria. Sister Victoria, we cannot hear you. Go ahead, I hear you now.
Good morning, dear friends all over the world. Good morning, lovers of freedom. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are. Today is another day, Saturday morning, so we meet together so we can chat. So we are ready. We have some nice package for you. Come closer, let's talk together. I'm humble Victoria. I'm on my phone. Come around, let's talk. Thank you, my people.
Thank you very much, Sister Victoria. Sister Kunle, please.
Yes, greetings, my fellow Biafrans, friends of Biafrans, lovers of freedom, and listeners of Radio Biafra. It is my pleasure again today to welcome all of you for Saturday Women Program. Today being March 20th, 2021. As you know, one day at a time, this is another day in the life of our struggle to restore the land of the rising sun, Biafra nation. And it is another day for us to thank Chukwokika Abiyama for all his blessings toward us, no matter whatever comes our way. My name is Akunne. I am from Owerri province. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much, Sister. Sister Cecilia.
Good morning, fellow Biafrans. My name is Cecilia, and I'm from Umuahia. I just want to welcome you all to this wonderful occasion, and I hope that you will get something that will really energize you, encourage you, and foster this struggle. So we are welcoming you to this program this morning, and I hope we all enjoy it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sisters. This morning, our theme is We Are Blessed. Dear friends, we are blessed. We say a short prayer, and then we will go into our topics. We expatiate on that idea that we are blessed. No matter what the attackers do, no matter what the enemy says, no matter what anyone, the naysayers and the saboteurs say, we are blessed people. Let us pray. This is prayer for the king in time of war. And this is our psalm for Mazi Alozie. The Lord answer you in time of distress. The name of the Lord, God of Jacob, defend you. May God send you help from the temple. From Zion be your support. May God remember your every offering. Graciously accept your holocaust. Grant what is in your heart. Fulfill your every plan. May we shout for joy at your victory. Raise the banner in the name of our God. Lord, grant your every prayer. Now we know victory is given to the anointed of the Lord. God will answer him from the holy heavens with a strong arm that brings victory. Some rely on chariots, others on horses, but we on the name of the Lord our God. They collapse and fall, but we stand strong and firm. Lord, grant victory to the King, Adonai Kano. Answer when we call upon you. He said, yes.
Amen.
My people, we have come with other topics this morning to make sure that we expand on the idea that we are blessed people, and that's why these people attack us. We're blessed people, and that's why, as our leader has explained many times, that's why when the white men came to our land, they wanted to cover the light of God that was shining through, that is in our land. So they destroyed the temples that our forefathers built. They enslaved the children of God. They carried us away in slavery. And because we are God-fearing and people-loving people, we followed them. And our people committed offense, grave offense, by selling individuals from our community to these white people. And we have suffered long because of that. More than 400 years we have suffered for the sins of our ancestors. We're calling on Elohim, Chukwokikadiama himself, to wipe us our tears off and to forgive what we have done and restore his kingdom on earth to us. And that's why we know that we are blessed. We are children of Chukwokikadiama. And that is a promise to us, and that is our heritage, and that is why they hate us. So our first topic this morning, and the question is, what do you say and what can we say about Ahmed Bello's old hatred expressed towards Biafrans? In that particular clip that Onyendu played over and over and over again during his broadcast about a week now ago, and how he shared his hatred for the Igbos. The Igbos are hated right from the start, right from the conception of that damnable republic called Nigeria, the zoo. It was conceived that the Igbos were hated. So what do we think about this old hatred? And what part that old hatred is playing in our lives right now as we speak? Because everything that is unfolding in Nigeria shows the old hatred reigns on and lives on. Sister Kunme, can you begin this topic for us?
Yes, my sister. Thank you for the opportunity. I can say that, anybody who knows what Ahmad Bello said many, many years ago, before the genocide Nigeria committed to Biafran people, the person will understand that what the Fulanis are doing today has the hatred Igbos. They learned this from them. One of them, this Ahmad Bello, and the Nigerian forefathers who pretended they are the first fathers in Nigeria. So those who created Nigeria, Ahmadu Bello is one of those who forged Nigeria and put Nigeria in the condition that it is today. Let me say this, that the seed they sowed so many years ago, those they left behind, they are the ones reaping the seed. The bad seed they sowed, they are reaping it. What the Fulanis are doing today in that zoological republic is what the stupid founding fathers established for them to do. There's nothing you're going to tell me to agree. They are practicing what their founding fathers said, speaking and left for them. And they will practice it forever and ever till they complete the oppression. The man in Ahmadu Bello, I believe that he died a shameful death. For him to say that Igbos are dominant, they dominate everywhere they go. If you keep them in the liberal camp, they will emerge as a herdsman. I love that, you know. I can tell you that Igbos are not dominant. You call them dominant because wherever Igbos go, Igbo people, Igbo man try to beautify that particular area. Beautify it. Make that place, that village, that town to look so good. When they look at it, they feel ashamed of themselves. They cannot do anything. But why can't you humiliate yourself to learn from those who knows how to do something? You hate somebody because he came to your town to build hospitals, to build schools, and build industries. You hate the person because the person wants your town to look good. You know? We don't let it go like that. Wherever Igbo man goes, you will know that Igbo man is there. Something is really changing because Igbo men are heavily blessed by Chukwukikabiama. Instead of you people to learn from those Igbos, you just wanted to hate them. You know? You hate them because they love everybody. You hate them. You hated us first anyway. We don't hate nobody. You know? It is our Heavenly Father, Chukwukabiama, who created us to be hardworking, to be successful in everywhere we go, even in the liberal camp. Igbo man will be successful. There is nothing to do about it. Unless that person is dead. As soon as he's alive, the person will emerge. I agree with you. Igbo man, don't let go. Let me ask all of us that are listening today, on the world in a whole, are these the reasons to hate an ethnic group? It is the reason to kill millions of Biafrans, starting from 1937 to today. Every day they are killing, every minute. If I tell you they are killing somebody right now in Biafra land, don't doubt it. They have been killing. Are these reasons are the reason to hate people because they are brilliant, because they are productive, because they are successful wherever they go, because even they came into your town and do wonders. You call them domineers because they build whatever you cannot build. They want to reach your town. Then you hate them. You say, why can't you learn from them and put your hands together to do something good for the community. But you prefer to kill them because you will not live and see what is good in your lifetime. This is what the Fulanis are doing. Again, Ahmad said that he will not give a job to an evil man. He prefer giving it to a white person or any other person from Africa before thinking of evil man. Then you have confused me for many, many years that Nigeria is one. That an evil man is a Nigerian. You confuse us. We never been a Nigerian. We hated from the beginning. Let me ask. You see those people, Fulani administrators in Eastern region. Let me ask you, which one you they? Which one those people they? You are serving as slave masters. You are evil men. You know they don't love you, so you don't understand that. And then you take the people who doesn't love you and kill and rape your own people. What type of stupidity? These people calling themselves Fulani administrators, they have to start learning, because no matter wherever you are, Igbo man is an Igbo man. They hate you and they will never change to the finisher generation. Thank you, my sister.
Thank you very much, sister. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sister Cecilia?
Yes, my sister. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I just want to add my voice to what my sister has said. We know that Amadou Bello is a descendant of Osman Dan Fodio.
Yes.
And they continued with that hatred. Osman Dan Fodio, his main objective in life was to make sure that he built a caliphate. Amadou Bello was the premier of northern Nigeria. And he was the one who led them through until they had independence. And this hatred has transferred from Osman Dan Fodio even into Amadou Bello and onto this present generation of Fulani. What the Igbos have done to them, I do not understand. But the only thing I can say is that, you see, the Igbos are blessed. I don't know whether you understand that, but they are blessed. And whoever God has blessed, nobody can curse. Whoever God has blessed, that blessing follows that person, follows the generation. So there is nothing else you can do. You can be jealous of the Igbos. You can talk down on them. You can give them a bad name in order to kill the Igbos. But I'm so sorry. We are already blessed. The blessing is coming every day. No matter what you do, the Igbos are blessed. And this is why whatever we put our hand on is blessed. Whether it be farming, whether it be business, whether it be writing, whatever it is, agriculture, we are blessed. We are a blessed group of people. This is why all over the world, wherever you go, you see Igbos. Igbos, wherever you go, you see them. And when they get to wherever they go to, if there is no plants in that area, they will make sure there is plants. If there is no water, they will make sure there is water. If there is difficulty, whatever the difficulty is, the Igbo man will be able to overcome it. Because we are a blessed group of people. When God has blessed you, when this God Almighty has blessed you, there is nothing any man can do to you. We are blessed. And I'm so glad that I am from the stock of the Igbo race. I am blessed as well. And anyone who is an Igbo, wherever you are, I want you to know that you are a blessed group of people. And as we march into Biafra, I want you to know that whether you are from Ibibiu, whether you are from Izo, whether you are from Igbo, wherever you come from, you are blessed. You are blessed. And you see, when somebody is blessed, all you can do is to bless that person. Anyone who blesses us receives a blessing also. So there is no point for you being jealous. All you need to do is come closer to the Igbos. Bless them, and you'll be surprised how much God is going to bless you. Remember, we are the lost tribe of Israel. Remember, God has blessed Israel. Remember the blessing of Israel. We are partakers of that blessing. There is nothing anybody can do. So no matter how jealous you are, come out of your jealousy. That's the only thing that will save you. Don't be jealous. We are already blessed. So come closer. The closer you come, the better it will be for you. So my beloved people, Biafrans, as we head into Biafra, I want us to see ourselves as one people. Remember, IPOB is one family. Wherever you come from, and you stand for liberty, and you stand for righteousness, and you stand for peace, you are blessed. You are blessed. You are blessed. So let us all unite our effort together. Let us all unite ourselves together, and let us march with strength into Biafra. We are a blessed group of people, and as we live in Biafra, the Lord will continually bless us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Before Sister Victoria speaks to this, there was a verse that Onyendu quoted from the Bible last time. I think it was yesterday morning, from Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 9 really, and going into 10. And that you just reminded me of that verse just now when you spoke, Sister Cecilia. That verse says that they all may call upon the name of the Lord to serve him with one accord. That's all the children of God will. From beyond the rivers of Ethiopia. And this verse, Onyendu made categorically clear to us that is referring to Ndibo. Those people who migrated from the north and came south to reside in the land of Biafra. And when he said this, because I am very conversant with this book, and I will share why I'm conversant with this book. Because I'm very conversant with this book, when he said it, I knew exactly what he was talking, because it's a very short book. It's only 3 chapters short. So you can read it, and you can really actually memorize the whole book of Zephaniah. But because I read it so many times, I remembered when he said it, and so I went straight back to that verse, and I read it over and over to myself. And now it makes complete sense. Because let me tell you, it always says, if you're a Bible scholar, it always says, it is from hearing that you learn the Word of God, or you know the Word of God. And if you don't hear it, you cannot get it. And you can read something so many times until you really hear it from a prophet like Mazi Alozie. It does not get clearer in your mind. But anyway, I urge Biafrans to go back and read these 3 chapters of the book of Zephaniah and live and listen to what God is saying to you, because we are children of the Most High, and we come and we reside beyond the rivers of Ethiopia. Sister Victoria, why do you think we should consider what this man said a long time ago in hatred of the Igbo people? I know Sister Victoria is on mute. Sister Victoria, could you please speak up? Okay, I'll wrap this up and we'll move to the next thing. Sister Victoria, if you can rejoin, that would be great. They hate us because we're hardworking, because we love other people, because we make our environment wonderful. We have common sense, we're successful people, and we're peace loving people. We're very creative, and we live and let live. We're not jealous of anybody else. You do your thing, we do our thing. We're very self, uh, we're satisfied. We're content people. We don't mind what other people do because we know we're blessed. Work with our chi, tuko kukadiama. Chi, uku. That's what that chuku that we say all the time means. Chiuku, if we work with him, spiritually we will get to our destination and our what he made us for. So we believe this down deep into every evil man, and that's why we work hard, and that's why we're blessed, and that's why people are jealous of us. I can't stop because the more you're jealous of us, the more we prosper. Sister Victoria, are you back? Okay, we're moving to our second question. And our second question is, what do you understand by our Mazi Nnamdi tweet? And this is a loose quotation because I think I didn't get it. I went back to actually look at it again, and for some reason I am not as savvy on the Twitter as I am on some other things. So that tweet said, we prefer dangerous freedom to peaceful slavery. Think about it. Peaceful slavery is what they want to force us into. They want to make us docile.
Victoria's on now.
Hello, Tina.
Yes, Sister Victoria, are you there, please?
Some severe technical difficulties and
Yes.
right.
Yes, go ahead.
I really wanted to say something about it. You know,
Okay, go
there
ahead.
is something that I have noticed, especially those who believe in Islam. They know how to pass on their ideas and their information to the next generation. And the next generation knows how to carry out whatever is passed on to them without trying to make it, to amend it by any chance. You listen to that man they call Ahmadu Bello. When he was having the interview with the white man, he made it clear that he don't want to have no dealing with an evil man. Even when he was asked the question, why? He just don't want to. Why? Because something that you have, a gift of God that has given to you to bless you and to bless others, it becomes a source of envy for others. That is something that is very, very bad. Now, he said that thing many years ago. I was looking at an interview of a young man. It was like they brought different African country boys and they were having an interview. And the boy was now elaborating on what their grandfather said, not to have any dealing with the Igbos. For me, that is very much okay. But why are you sitting on our progress? Why are you sitting on our oil? Why are you sitting on all the goods and mineral resources that God has given us? Why are you sitting on our own individual progress in the country? You don't want us. I thank God that we are of the Christian brand or Judeo-Christian kind of people. We are taught not to hate people. We are taught to forgive people. We are taught to go about our businesses and do things we want to do. But these people have been passing this on over the years until the present time that that very information has now matured enough that now they are in the process of finalizing the whole hatred, which means kill their enemies. But on our own side, even the war, where our lives, all that you hear Igbo man, Igbo woman talk about is, that war that happened, we don't want it to happen again. We don't want that war to happen again. Thank God for Mazi Alozie, who rose up and began to speak to people and wake them up from that let's say, a kind of cocoon of, no, I don't want to hear about war. But they never had time to explain. I mean, you begin to hear people now talk about the war. I don't know whether it's because Mazi Alozie has opened their brain again. Nobody talk about it. Nobody pass that information to their children. Because if the children know what they know now, if the children know, I am sure that they will not by any chance allow these people to do what they are doing in our land. I don't think that they will ever do that. But our people hardly pass on negative information to their people. All they want is go about their life, go about their businesses. Now, Ahmadu Bello has told them that they are not supposed to communicate with us, but then they are sitting in everything that comes from Igbo or Biafra land. Everything. They are sitting on it, even in our progress. Even if you leave that country, go abroad, the evil spirit in that country will still be haunting you abroad until God finally breaks you. It will still be haunting your progress wherever you go. Ahmadu Bello and his descendants, now we have agreed in what you said. We don't want you. Finally, we are segregated. We are, whoever made that bond, Britain and all their cohorts, we are not going to deal with you. We are Biafrans. We have no dealing with uncircumcised Philistines. We don't have no dealing with them. We are Biafran. We are Igbo people. We are back home. Thank you for ever saying it. And now, finally, it's now in our heart, in the heart of our children, and we're going to maintain it that way. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I asked the second question, and Sister Cecilia, would you please jump into that question that about Mazi Alozie tweet about us preferring to the dangerous freedom than to have peaceful slavery?
Thank you so very much. This is a tweet he made. And I think he quoted this from, he said it was quoted by Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson, we know, is an American statesman. He was a diplomat. He was the third president of the United States of America. And he made several intelligent speeches. He fought wars to be able to unite America. He did several things. He took risks. He risked his life for so many things to happen in America. This America that we are enjoying today, Thomas Jefferson played a very, very vital role. And I'm sure from his experience, he was able to say that he prefers a dangerous freedom. He prefers a dangerous freedom. Remember, for this freedom in America, they fought, they shed wars, there were so many battles fought to be able to unite America.
And they're still fighting.
They are still fighting. And Thomas Jefferson did a wonderful job as the third president of this nation to unite America. And in fact, you will not believe, he was also one of those that wrote, I think, the Constitution of the United States. So we see how important freedom is. We see how important freedom is, that people will even give their life to be able to gain freedom. People will give up anything they have to be able to give freedom. Freedom to be alive. Freedom to go, to open the door of your house, go into your house and live. Freedom to walk around your own compound. Freedom to travel from one city to the other. Freedom to talk to people. Freedom to be who God has made you to be. We see that freedom is so important. Without freedom, what do we have? We have enslavement. Without freedom, you cannot move around. Without freedom, you cannot buy or sell. Without freedom, you cannot be the person you are meant to be. Without freedom, life becomes like a cage where you cannot even exercise yourself. And so when you look at the descriptive word of freedom, it's a dangerous freedom. Freedom is not easily got. Sometimes it's dangerous. Sometimes you have to fight for it. Sometimes you have to give your life for it to be able to get freedom. Freedom is costly. Freedom is not cheap. This is what it means by dangerous freedom. It's not cheap. In fact, you see, when a thief goes to somebody's house, you first of all have to bound that person to be able to go into the person's house and do whatever you want to do. But this is what we refuse, that the Fulanis will bound us. We reject it. We refuse it. It is not going to happen. That's why he says this freedom is not just any kind of freedom, but it is a type of dangerous freedom. And because it's dangerous, we have to fight for it. We have to fight for it. Evening, day, and night, we have to fight for it. So, my beloved people in Biafra, the man who made this tweet, Thomas Jefferson, he spoke with authority. He spoke with audacity, no matter the problem. Another man we can think of is Nelson Mandela. This one is closer to home, from South Africa. See what he suffered, how he was castigated, how he was marginalized, how he was imprisoned, and yet he stood his ground. He stood his ground to the point that when he was released from prison, finally became the president of South Africa. There are so many other great statesmen, and I'm glad we can count Mazi Alozie as one of these great statesmen. To know that freedom is not cheaply acquired. Freedom is not anything easily gotten is easily lost. Freedom is wonderful. And this is what we are seeking for. This is what we are fighting for. We must get Biafra. And in Biafra, people will move with freedom. Freedom to live. Freedom to be strong and not to live in fear. Freedom to travel around. Freedom to express yourself, not when you speak, they say it's hate speech. Freedom to do things with your hand. Freedom to compete with the rest of the world. Freedom to build satellites and send to the moon. Not freedom to roam around with cows. My beloved people, Jefferson made this statement out of his personal experience. And our leader quoted this expression out of what he's going through also, and what he thinks Biafra is going through. And I want us to put it in our hearts that freedom is never, even though we call it freedom, it is not free. Free is very, very expensive, and it can be dangerous at times. And I just wish, and I encourage every one of us, like our men, young men and women in Eastern Security Network are doing. They know how dangerous it is. But they are standing tall and fighting because they know that this freedom, if we get it, many will be liberated. Many will be liberated. We will be able to do things. The sky will be our limit. The sky will be our limit. I see some videos of young people developing different instruments, building aircraft, building helicopters, building everything you can think of. If these young people have the freedom to use their intellect, then they will be able to do. The sky will be their limit. The sky is the limit for the Igbo man. There is nothing under the sun the Igbo man cannot do. They will be able to compete in the Olympics. We will be able to compete in all sorts of places. We will be able to stand. And when they ask you, you say, I am a Biafra. That's what freedom does. Freedom brings out the best in man. Freedom brings out the best in man. And freedom will bring out the best in us. Now they are castigating us for who we are. When we go to Biafra and we live in freedom, they will be surprised what we'll be able to do. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I prefer dangerous freedom over peaceful slavery, a quotation that is made by Thomas Jefferson because he used to say it in Latin. It's a Latin phrase that it says, malo periculosum. Malo periculosum says, I prefer, and it continues on, says, I prefer dangerous freedom over peaceful slavery. And this quotation was powerful because the mass of mankind under that enjoys this precious degree of liberty and happiness is very small. You see, that's why the United States of America, where we reside and where we work today, as Biafran women, is a great nation. There are people, thinkers, who can bring forth ideas like this and make it their life's work and develop it so that at long last, everybody will enjoy that thing, that vision that they had. And that's the vision that Mazi Alozie has for us. What do you think, Sister Victoria?
Thank you, my sister, one more time.
Thank you.
I thank God for the spirit that is in our leader, Mazi Alozie. That is the spirit that is working in so many Biafrans now. That is the spirit that says, I am tired of being enslaved. That is the spirit that says, let us call it a day. Enough is enough. What is dangerous freedom? Dangerous freedom is a kind of struggle that you make in order to liberate yourself from they that believe that they are stronger and higher than you. Dangerous freedom is like a situation in the Bible where David was very thirsty. And where the only place he can get water is where at the enemy camp. And one of his boys says, I'm going to go there to get you water. And he bravely went to the enemy camp and gave David a cup of water to drink. And David looked at it and said, no, this is the blood of a man. I will not even drink that water. That is what dangerous freedom is all about. Dangerous freedom is about people who have decided to say, in fact, this life is not worth living, except when people are liberated. That is dangerous freedom. That Mazi Alozie will lose his father, lose his mother, and continue fighting. That is dangerous freedom. That there are so many young men, young women in Biafra land who have died. And Mazi Alozie says, we are still marching on. We are not stopping. Dangerous freedom. Somebody else wants to, don't fight. They killed us before. We cannot fight again. That is peaceful slavery. Just like we have been done, peaceful slavery until now they circled us. They are about to swallow us up. That is what it is. We don't want that kind of freedom. Freedom we have by the intellectuals that God has given you, the intelligence that God has given you, can't even apply it. So many talents die in Biafra land. So many talents die in that zoo country because you're not allowed. I remember the time
a place like Aba has so much that they were calling it the Japan of Africa. What happened? Instead of encouraging people with that kind of talent, Obasanjo went and brought China in to come and use up
Precious.
to get the opportunity in that place. Dangerous freedom means that you're saying, I am no longer going to allow you to subject me to this kind of thing, that you see young talents coming up and you suffocate it and bring people from what did Ahmadu Bello said that is not happening. He's not supporting those people in Aba called Japan of Africa. Obasanjo went and brought people from China who are now everywhere talking the milk of the land, and the people are so hungry and they are dying. Dangerous freedom is for these young men, young women who have sold what they have in order to be in the training camp so that they can defend Biafra. Dangerous freedom is these men and women who are moving up and down in the night but living inside the bush to protect their land. That is dangerous freedom. You are fighting to be free from them that hold you down. And I know that if you don't do it, if I don't do what I'm doing, if you don't do what you're doing, your generation, your children's generation will be enslaved. And from enslavement, they'll be wiped off the face of the earth. Therefore, we all have no choice than to embark in that road of dangerous freedom. The road that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has trod. The road that so many other Biafrans who has died, starting from the 1930s when Biafrans were being killed to the present day. That same road that they have embarked on, they've been moving on. All of us are still going. But today, I thank God there are so many voices that are rising up. And they are now beginning to challenge that status quo that said that it's only anarchy that's going to rule in Nigeria. That voice that says that we are born, we are born rulers and you are born slaves. We challenge it and we said, no, we refuse that. We are taking that road. And we know that on the way where we are, just like our leader, we either get our freedom or everybody sink in the process of getting it. We agree with him 100%. Dangerous freedom, here we come. We are not looking back. Thank you.
Thank you very much. One point that she just made, we have no other choice, really. We're like people who are swallowed, we're half swallowed up. They have swallowed up. We are almost gone into their belly. We're half swallowed up. So we have no other choice but to live dangerously and act dangerously at this point to get our freedom. That's why these women, this group of women, wake up and ask them, we don't sleep. We do not sleep and we don't mind. We don't sleep and we don't mind. We will do the work that Elohim has appointed us to do, and you make sure to do your part, because this freedom is dangerous, and this is the time to live dangerously. We must live dangerously now to gain our freedom. All right, Sister Kunle, what do you think?
Yes, thank you, my sisters. And to add to what you have already said, you know, every mankind, everybody in this planet Earth has the right to enjoy liberty and happiness. But it doesn't happen in that part of the zoo country. For me, this is an encouragement to all of us seeking for liberation to wake up and become more active. We need to become more active, work, fight harder. We must fight in any way we want to do it. What we need is the freedom. That's what we need. In any way we want to get it, we want to fight. We must work hard and defend our motherland. Biafra is our motherland. If we know we can defend other people's land without our own, I'm doubting it. Biafra land is the land of Chukwuka. So we need to work more harder to gain our freedom. If we don't do it, the Fulanis, our enemies, are everywhere. If not, our leader, Mazi Alozie, tell me what will happen to Biafra people today. Where will we be? They should have taken our motherland, the land of Chukwukabiama. Chukwugakwana Ohoko, you know? The land of Chukwukabiama, they want to take. For this reason, my brothers and sisters, Biafra people, if you are not up, you have to start waking up right now. The time is here. Dangerous freedom is what we are fighting. I'm not in the peaceful slavery. I'm not one of that. So we must fight harder, do more than what we are doing before because we need our nation, Biafra. Anybody who is against Biafra's freedom is doomed to die forever. You know, these people, you hate us, always, you arm yourself to kill us. You bear arms everywhere you go, and then you want others to surrender their own arms. What type of hatred? Why should not we protect our rights? Why can't we protect our rights? Because we have the right we have the right for liberty. We have the right for happiness. These people have done a lot of bad to us. If we don't fight now, we are almost there. And this is the opportunity that any Biafra or anybody in that Nigeria have to liberate himself from the Zoological Republic of Nigeria.
Sister Kunle, I am so sorry to interrupt you, but you said we have rights. In America, they call it inalienable rights.
Yes.
Where does that right come from? This right comes from Chukwukabiama. Please explain here. It's not that anybody will give you the right to be alive.
No.
Please talk more about the rights that we have. We have the right to happiness. We have the right to be free. Who gives this right?
The right for Chukwukabiama. When we are born, as a human being, you have the right for all the things that are good. All the things others are enjoying, and they prevent you from enjoying also. Yes. We have right to respect ourselves, to say no. I cannot, to say yes. We have right for everything. You know what? In the condition we find ourselves today, I will never stop thanking our leader, Mazi Alozie. Thank you, Eastern Security Network, for the heavenly work you are doing for all of us. You don't know how much you are protecting us. Thank you, my leader. You know, in that country, you see, when I talk, I think of Nigeria. When I think of Nigeria, it makes me to cry. They disappointed us all our life. They wasted time for us from developing our own country. You know, from being the people that you want to be in life. You see the country where government does not obey law. The law they put in place, they cannot even obey it, which means the law doesn't exist. The only thing that exists for all of us in that contraction. I know we are Biafrans, but we stay there is to fight for survival. If we don't fight for survival, in any way we want to do it, we should not have nobody to blame. Our leader has given us all the possibility. In so-called country, tell me, election are rigged. Before the election, they have already appointed the person who will be the president, the governor, the whatever they call them. No? In that country, people are raped, people are killed, property destroyed, and nobody will be held accountable. People of Nigeria, revolution Revolution, nothing but the revolution, is the only thing Nigeria wants, to disintegrate Nigeria. Nigerian people, revolution. America did it. All of that developed countries, they did it before they became what they are today. There is no magic. There is no other way about it. It's to do revolution, to disintegrate Nigeria so that Biafra will emerge. Biafra will emerge. Biafra will emerge. Thank you, my sister.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you. The solution is Biafra, and we are living dangerously because we want to live dangerously so that we can get peace at last by having freedom. The human rights are the basic rights and freedoms that belong to every person in the world from birth. When you are born with the freedom to choose where you be, the freedom to be able to not be molested, to be left alone, to not be harassed, the freedom to live free, to think freely, and have favorable conditions to foster your talents. Those are human rights. We have human rights, but if you are born into that one Nigeria, have no rights whatsoever. They can kill a child. They go to universities, they go to colleges, they go to high schools and abduct little children and take them into the forest and aim guns at them and ask them to ask their parents and the government for money. There is no human rights in Nigeria. And that's why it must be totally decimated, totally torn apart, and totally destroyed so that other nations can emerge and so that other nations can give human rights, basic human rights to their citizens in that space. Thank you very much, my sisters. Now the next question is, why do we think that the Sultan of Sokoto is now telling the southeastern people and the traditional rulers of the zoo, in the zoo, to be careful about going to war? Listen to this. Sultan of Sokoto, the head of the caliphate that they have built to oppress the peoples of Nigeria. Remember, it's not only Biafrans who are being oppressed. The Oduduwas have now opened their eyes and seen that they have actually taken over their land. The latest one was what I heard yesterday, how there is a charity in Lagos who is now hosting American ambassador in his palace or maybe in her home. She's hosting them and recognizing them as the rightful authority in Lagos. If Lagos is taken from the Oduduwa nation, what is left? What is left? If they take Lagos from Oduduwa nation, what is left? I thank God for Sunday Imovu and the people, the wonderful people of Oduduwa who are actually now awake to see that they have actually taken over their nation from them. And now they're speaking up and they're agitating to gain that same wonderful freedom that we're asking for. But look at this. Why does the Sultan of Sokoto now ask the traditional rulers in the zoo to be careful about going to war? What do you think, Sister Cecilia?
I think it's an irony. The Sultan of Sokoto of everybody. Now, in the first place, the Sultan of Sokoto should understand that Sokoto is not a land for the... It wasn't... It just belongs to the Fulani.
Does not, yes.
So, to the houses. And then he should ask himself, how did he come to displace the houses? And now he is the Sultan of Sokoto. He has forgotten how he came to his position. The Sultan of Sokoto has been in Nigeria. And I'm sure, with all the quality. He said he's been ambassador here, he went to school here, so he is well read. And at least he knows his history. He knows the history of Nigeria. When the amalgamation was made, the Sultan of Sokoto said nothing. When the Nigeria-Biafra war was raging, and our young men, millions of them, were killed, the Sultan of Sokoto said nothing. When they sat down and rewrote the Constitution and took away everything Christian, everything church in the Constitution, and filled it up with their Sharia law, the Sultan of Sokoto said nothing. When the Easterners were killed, they gave them time, they gave them a few days to leave to vacate the north. The Sultan of Sokoto said nothing. When the Ariwa youth leader opened his mouth and said the things he said about the people from the south, the Sultan of Sokoto said nothing. When they marginalized our people, they killed them just like they killed their cows. They decapitated them, killed families, destroyed our land, brought their cattle from the north. The Sultan of Sokoto said nothing. When Dangote brought all his trailers and was transporting people from the north, even when there was COVID, when there was supposed to be a shutdown, the Sultan of Sokoto said nothing. And when there was self demonstration, all the killings in Lekki, the killings in Lagos, the killings in Enugu, the killings in Obibu, the Sultan of Sokoto said nothing. Now, he is feeling the heat. His conscience is bothering him. He goes to bed at night, he cannot sleep. Now he wakes up in the morning, trying to appease everybody. You need to be, there was a statement he made, he said, no problem is beyond dialogue. Wow! No problem is beyond dialogue. Where have you been, Sultan of Sokoto? All these years, the Fulanis have been killing and destroying and stealing and pillaging and doing everything in the south. You said nothing. But now, all of a sudden, because you go to bed at night, you cannot sleep. Your conscience has been tormenting you. Your mind has been boggling you. You cannot do anything. Now you wake up. You are now trying to appease everybody. And you say, the problem is beyond dialogue. You could have started the dialogue by teaching your Fulani people not to go around and kill everybody. You could have started the dialogue when Sheikh Kumi goes into the forest and talk with the bandits. You would have started the dialogue from there. You would have started the dialogue when people were just killing and destroying, and up till now they are still taking young children for ransom. And when the ransom comes, they ask for money. And then you all go in the coffers of the nation, get money, and you give them. And now you come to tell us nothing is beyond dialogue. You would have started the dialogue with your people. You are so well educated. You've traveled around. You can start a dialogue. You would have started it with your people. So the Sultan of Sokoto, I think every good thing should start from home. Every good thing should start from where you are. If you want that dialogue, start it from where you are. Start it with your people. Start it with the Mayeti Allah. Start it with the Boko Haram. Start it with all those bandit groups. Start it with them. Start it with them and make them put some knowledge in their brain. Talk with them. Reason with them. And let them, so that they can start thinking like human beings. Now you're talking to us because you're feeling the heat. You are feeling the heat and you know what is coming. You are scared. You are afraid. That's why you are saying all of this. I know right thinking, there is no time for right thinking. You are thinking right. But I want you to start from your home, start with your people, start with the Mazi Allah, start with the Fulani, start with them. Look at it, people cannot travel from one part of Nigeria to the other. People cannot go into their house, lock the door, and sleep at night and they will sleep. Because our farmlands have been ravaged. Our mothers have been killed. And they have been, things have happened in the south. You stay in the north, you stay in your wonderful state. You have no idea what people are going through. And now, because you cannot sleep, no longer sleep at night, guilty conscience, you want to appeal to Biafra. That's why we're talking about this dangerous freedom. Because as long as you all sit with your mouth shut, there is not going to be peace in that country. Look at what is happening. Killing all over the place. There is not going to be peace. So, Sultan of Sokoto, I advise you to start from your people. Start teaching them what it means to be human. Start teaching them how they can live a civil life. You have lived, you say you were ambassador to Liberia, you were over here, you were over there. You've seen how normal people live. You've gone out of that country and you see how decent people live their lives. Not like in Nigeria. You stay in your house, you cannot sleep at night. You stay in your house, you cannot drink water and put the cup down. Just because you're scared of bandits. So my advice to you, please, is that you start teaching your people. Call them around. Look at the Alimajiris you have all over the place. Teach them. They need to be taught. The other time you all were talking about formalizing Alamajiri education. I'm like, wow, who said that?
Formalize.
Teach them so that they can stand. When men stand up to talk, they can stand. Not them roaming about from place to place, from night to night, day to day. And you are educated. Start with your people, and we will appreciate it. The die has cut. The evil has been done. Thousands of our millions have been killed. Women have been ravaged. Farmlands have been decimated. And now the Sultan of Sokoto comes to preach to us. Go and first of all talk to your people. Put some sense in their head. Teach them what you learned from all the countries you've been in. So that their lives like human beings. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sister Victoria?
Thank you. Sultan of Sokoto, these are people that call themselves spiritual leaders. Or, well, I don't think that the Islam they deal with is spiritual. They call themselves supreme leaders in their religion and whatever they practice. You know, there's something you can tell a blind man. You can tell the blind man, look, there is no oil in this soup. You cannot tell him there's no salt in it because he can taste it. All the time that the Fulani bandits have been going up and down, killing people, chase them out of their home, they have extended their tentacle all the way to Biafra land, chasing people away from their farms. This Sultan of Sokoto has been quiet and chilling out. Everything has been working as they planned it. There in so many places now in Biafra land. The owners of those places are now living in all these displaced people's camps. Yes, they are now living in that place. This Sultan of Sokoto said nothing about it. The people who try to go back home, they get killed. He is quiet and happy. Everything is working fine. Right now, what is going on? By the grace of God, through our leader, Mazi Alozie, Biafrans are beginning to defend themselves, and other people who lack power are beginning to get energy to look Fulani in the face and say enough is enough. And now he's coming up. He's coming up with ideas. There's no need to fight because they see that their missionaries cannot stand up. Like our leader said, he said, we have numbered them. He has said that war is going to be tough. They think his plan is not going to work like that. Now he's coming up with another idea. And I want to add this. I was watching something online, and somebody said that the fake Buhari came out to announce anybody with AK-47, they shall be shut down.
Yes.
No.
He said so.
Yeah. Is there any fake Buhari? COVID is killing people. They are getting injections. Everything is going up. The fake Buhari cannot come and talk. Now that Biafrans has risen up, and other people are rising up now to challenge them, eye for eye, tooth for the tooth, they are coming up. They are coming with the idea. They found out that they tried this one, it doesn't work. They tried this, it doesn't work. And now we are not going to fight. If it's fight, we have made up our mind. Freedom we must have. Biafra, we are going. Whatever he's saying is no longer going to work. If they want fight, yes, Biafrans, we are ready for that fight. And if they want us to do our referendum, everybody go your way. There we are. But any other thing that is saying is a waste of time, because Fulani has shed so much blood in that country that even when Nigeria breaks up, nobody wants them in their area. They will have to go back to their fugitive and vagabond kind of life. I don't want them in Biafra land. I don't want to be a neighbor to a Fulani man. And therefore, no matter what he's saying, all of them are on a time clock. And one day, the same way they fill up that country for Nigeria, that's the same way they file up back to Sahel where they come from. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You know he's asking for a peaceful slavery to continue. That's what he's asking for. Is that correct?
Yes, I think these people are crazy. No?
They really are.
They just wake up. I say, Ndigo normally said, Chibo and Onzo. You know? They come from nowhere and they start speaking because they call themselves spiritual father, fake spiritual, Muslim father. I don't know what they are anyway. So from nowhere they come out and speak loud and thinking that people will, know what they are saying. I believe this Sultan of Sokoto should concentrate on the Fulani people. Biafrans are not Fulani. They are not our leaders. They are the ones who hated everybody first because you are one tribe or you are not a Muslim. They hated you. Why do we need him now to come to what we are doing? He should call his Fulani people's attention because they are the ones seeking for war. We never asked them for war. We have been pleading, let Biafra go, let Biafra go. We never asked for war. Our leader never asked for that. None of us want war. We want a peaceful go, but they said no. They want to war. They are the ones transporting their AK-47 to our land, getting ready to fight us. Nobody has asked them for war. They are the ones coming to our land, raping our young women to death, killing our people anyhow, because they are the government. They are the government, that's why they are doing that nonsense. They are the government because they have all AK-47. They have the military jet. They had everything. That's why they are doing that, the nonsense they are doing in Nigeria. A government, shameful, a government who allow the killing, the raping of their own people. What kind of government is this? Do they think we should continue folding our arms and wait for their foreign soldiers to come and kill us? Remember, they have to employ foreign soldiers. We never know how that will come. If any foreign soldiers, we accept to help Nigeria. I don't believe so. The son of Sokoto should be a mad person, I think so. Very mad. They are the ones cheating. They are the ones hating, raping, killing, destroying. Biafrans, we haven't done them anything. They are the ones holding us hostage. They don't want Biafra to go. They are the ones transporting arms, as I say, to our land to fight us, They are the ones terrorizing people, not Biafras. Now he's talking. He has the mouth. A Fulani man has a mouth now to talk to Biafrans because our leader and IPOBs have said enough is enough. Now they are afraid. Enough is enough for the malicious atrocities these people are committing in the land of Chukwukabia.
Yes.
As I normally say, I continue talking our leader who establishes such security network. Our people are waking up now more than ever. They are not waking up. They understand. Since our people are waking up, they have to teach Fulani lessons. They have to make them understand the truth that Biafra is the land of Chukwukabiam, that we cannot allow them to come and mess up our land and go for free. That's why a Fulani man is now talking. If I may ask, what we are Sultan of Sokoto for these many years, Fulanis are massacring our people because they are the government, because they have all AK-47, and they will tell another to surrender what they have. Where has he been? Has he told these people to stop? Call them to attention? Now, the Biafran people have said enough is enough. He is talking. There will never be peace by the wicked man. There will never be peace. There is a saying that a baby who will not let her mother sleep will never enter into her eyes.
Yes.
We are not fools. The Fulanis and Sultan of Sokoto, whatever they call himself, should remember that we are not fools. We are not fools. The speaker is not feeling the heat, as my sister said. My sister
Victoria
said that.
Mm-hmm.
No retreat, no surrender.
Yes.
You know what? God bless Mazi Alozie. God bless the Sun Security Network. God bless all IPOP family. If not all those mentioned, I don't know where Biafra will be today. So
you must add, God bless the unknown gunmen.
Yes, God bless the unknown gunmen. Oh, hey, Biafra, my people. Thank you so much.
Oh, hey, Biafra. Yeah, go ahead. Somebody wanted to chime in and say something?
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you very much, my sisters. Very well said. We still prefer dangerous freedom. We do not want this peaceful slavery that Sultan of Sokoto is trying to espouse. No, we don't want it. We reject it totally before it even comes out of his mouth. We reject it. We're blessed people. We're waking up. We are saying no more. Enough is enough. The next question is, can we now appeal to Biafran doctors and health workers? This is a switch to really, because there have been some developments that are very, very troubling that we are aware of. So now we want to find words to appeal to Biafran doctors and healthcare personnel to review and abolish with immediate effect, if they can, their policy of refusing citizens treatment until they collect whatever the bill for the treatment is. How inhumane is that action that you want somebody straight out to first pay your bill before you give them services to save their lives? That is never done in the United States of America. It's never done in any civilized country. And we want Biafra to be one of the civilized nations of this world. How can you bring civilization if you cannot be humane to your own people? We are trying to appeal to you this morning to abolish that policy. If it is a policy, if it is something that is now written down, stop now to apply it. Because collecting money before you can save life is extortion. It's extortion. It is extortion. It is not even doing human health care work. And I know some of my sisters who work in that business, and they can speak more authoritatively about it than I can. So, Sister Victoria, I know you would like to speak to this. Sister Victoria, there is a delay again. Is she there? Sister Kunle, do you want to pick up and then I'll check on it?
Yeah. Let me go
Thank
ahead
you very
and
much.
take up. You know,
Thank you.
Thinking of this, you know, I want to let our people to know who is a doctor. You know, who is a doctor? A doctor is a person, a man or woman, who has been educated, trained, and licensed to practice the art and science of medicine. My sister, as you said, I don't think that the mentality the doctors back home have is their policy. I think that this is individual issues, that many of them do the same. You know, sometimes I do wonder if the zoo medical doctors have the ability in caring and compassionate. Be caring and compassionate. If you are a doctor, you are a nurse, you don't have these two qualities, I don't think this is a profession. I'm telling you very much. I don't think this is a profession. Do they have humility? You don't have humility, empathy, and knowledge to care for the most unfortunate of our society. Listen, it disturbs me so much that a doctor and nurse fail to attend most those in need. You know what I mean by those in need? Many people are in need. I don't think our medical professionals knows the meaning of emergency cases. Emergency cases. You cannot leave a patient to die. A patient who is bleeding all over. A patient that is brought to you, you cannot leave the person to die. Looking at the person dies because he have not paid you money. It's disgusting. Very, very disgusting. What will you gain, especially when you're there looking for the patient to die in front of you? How do you feel? Will you value yourself as a doctor or a nurse while you didn't do anything for the person? Patients are not the same. There are those who need immediate attention. And there are those you can talk, discuss about medical, about bills, about money before you take care of them. But it makes me feel so bad that our doctors fall in the category of getting money before they can attend emergency person. Emergency person, the person that is dying, most especially the person that is breathing heavily. You let the person stay there discussing money while the person finish bleeding and die. What type of a doctor are you? In the United States where I am, let me tell you, under the Federal Emergency Medical Treatment and Labor Act, a patient who has a health emergency has to be stabilized and treat before you can discuss any payment. Because if you don't do that, the parents of the patient will sue you. And you will die. They will see you and finish all the money you have. And you regret yourself that you should have done what you're supposed to do. Nigerian doctors, Biafran doctors, remember, money is not everything. Life is more valued than money, my people. My people, life is more valued than money. The money, you have it enough. Looking at your young brother and sister, fellow Biafra, to die because you haven't got money. What type of money is this? We are appealing you to change this mentality. The Biafran that is coming, imagine we not tolerate this. And this is a policy, this policy has to be changed. Try to distinguish emergency cases and those that are not emergency and treat them accordingly. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my sister. Thank you. Sister Cecilia.
My people, I want us to understand that we are in an emergency state at the time.
Yes.
Every day you see people, some of them are shot, some of them are tied, some of them, because of one thing or the other, blood pressure is going up. And people are going through, or even COVID. With COVID, so many people are going through emergency situations. And I know that in Nigeria, where we used to be, the mentality of everybody has been hot money. Give me the money now or else. Even doctors. But like my sister has said, there is something known as empathy. If you don't empathize with a seriously sick person, you may not have the heart to help that person. So I am pleading with you, doctors. It is very, very, let us understand. You all took the hypocritical oath after your medical school. And that hypocritical oath turns us and refers us to be able to help those in need, to do no harm. To do no harm. By not caring for somebody who is critically sick, you are doing harm to that person. I know you may say you are not well paid, but I am appealing to all the doctors, the nurses, the people in the different areas of healthcare. Remember that life is so essential. Life is so important. Life is greater and higher, and it should be valued more than this money we are talking about. Money is only a servant. We can use money today, and tomorrow we can decide not to use money. But this life, when it is gone forever. So I am appealing to you, doctors. I am appealing to you, nurses, especially in our land now where people are being shot every day. People are being hurt every day. People are going through a lot of situations. Let us not add to their pain. Let us not add to their wounds. Please, my people, let us switch our brain from that Nigerian mentality into one of Biafra mentality. What I mean by that, let us look at one another and ask yourself, if I were in this person's position and another doctor treats me like this, will I be happy? I am pleading with you. Turn the gears. Change your mentality. Leave that Nigerian mentality in. When the children of Israel left Egypt, some of them got on the way and they were thinking of their cooking that they used to eat. They were thinking of everything they used to eat. They wanted to go back to Egypt. No, we are not going back to Egypt. We are not like the dog that goes back to its vomit. We are on our way to Biafra. And as we go to Biafra, let us have that mentality to help one another. Let us have that mentality to look at a person and have compassion on that person. Let us have that mentality of empathizing with other people. Let us ask ourselves, if that were my sister, if that were my brother, if that were my mother, and somebody treats them like this, will I be happy? If your answer is no, then do the right thing. Let us start learning to do the right thing. Let us start learning to treat our own. It's so disheartening when a Nigerian soldier shoots your brother and then he comes in the hospital and says, hey, I have my Biafran brother in the hospital, and you don't want to treat him. You leave him there to die. You are then aiding and abetting whatever has been inflicted on him. But I know things are hard, but let us remember that we are in an emergency state right now. I just pray that you will have a heart of flesh. You will have a heart of love. You will have a heart of compassion. And you will be able to see your own fellow brother as a human being. You will not see him as a stick. You will not see him as a tree. You will not see him as a plant. But you will see him as one of us. And you will be touched to help such an one. Let us not leave our own bleed to death. Let us not leave our own high blood pressure very, very high and they go into a stroke. Let us not leave our own after the Nigerians have shot them and beaten them, and then we finish them by leaving them to die. Please, I am asking doctors, nurses, everyone who has to do with somebody's health, that you have a heart of compassion and you empathize and you help. Even if you are not paid, this money, we are not going into the grave with it. Even if you were not paid, do something so that your brother.
Cecilia? Sister Cecilia. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Sister Cecilia, if you're still there, you respond. Okay. Thank you very much. And all I can add to that, what they have said, is that you become an accomplice to murder when you do not treat a dying man or a dying woman, a dying sister or brother, dying mom or a dying dad or a child. You become an accomplice to murder. You have killed a person. And your conscience will not rest if you continue to not treat people and let people die on your operation bed or your surgery bed or in your site, in your clinic. Your conscience will prick you. We want you to please turn your heart. Do not count the money. Treat God. We will
Next question that I would like to consider, and this is one of our short topics this morning, is there anything that we really want to say about the Pig in the Creek declaration of the de facto customary Biafra government? Is there really anything we want to say? Because I don't think there is anything to say except whatever American children say. But Sister Kunle, go ahead and say something if you have anything to say about that.
Say that again. Dr. Tina?
Kunle is speaking. Go ahead.
No, what do you say, please?
I was asking, is there anything to say about the declaration of de facto customary Biafra government that was just announced this week? Is there anything to be said? If you have anything to say, please say it. Otherwise, we'll move on to our announcement.
You know what happened? I rather don't say anything and encourage our people not to be bothering for all those nonsense things. These people should be ashamed of themselves, Somebody, rather, I'm not going to say anything. Let them be shame, and shame will fall upon them forever and ever, okay? I'm not going to say anything. It's very annoying how big fools are fooling themselves.
Thank you, my sister. I understand that. I really do. Because our Onyendu has not said a thing. Just, okay, whatever you want to do. That's what I want to say. But go ahead, Sister Cecilia. You might want to say something.
Yeah, I just want to encourage our people. We are so close to getting into Biafra than when we first started. There are going to be distractions from unexpected quarters. There are going to be distractions. And I'm asking Biafrans, do not pay attention to these distractions. These things will take us away from our focus. They have tried giving them money. They have finished eating the money. They are now trying every other way to make sure that Biafra does not come. So I'm encouraging our people, please, listen to Mazi Alozie, nobody else. And whoever comes up, whatever they come by, whatever plot they have, because they have failed in the past, they will continue to fail. But our people, please, stand strong. Always wait and hear what Mazi Alozie will say so that we can follow. All these other people are distractors. They want to take us away from our promised land. We have to ignore them. We have to ignore them. They have failed in the past and will continue to fail. Thank you.
And like we say in the Bible, and I know that you know that, in the Bible somewhere it says, if we do, I think it was Gamaliel in the book of Acts of the Apostles, who said that if this one is not from God, it will go the same way that the other ones has gone. Because many people have reasoned in the past, they have said some things in the past, and they have all failed. So if this one is also not from God, it will fail just like the others. So we really don't have to bother ourselves. We don't have to worry about anything. But just keep rowing the same direction that we have been rowing, dear friends, IPOB worldwide, so that we can continue to make progress on our journey. We're almost there. Keep working hard. So now I will let Sister Kunle make a very important announcement about planting season in Biafra. Go ahead, Sister Kunle.
All right, my sister, thank you so much. I'm calling upon our people in Biafra land. I'm calling all of you that this is the season. You know more than myself. It is the season of planting. Go and do some farming, please. Even though you don't have a land, some people may tell you they don't even have a piece of land to farm. That's okay. You can still do something if you want. Nowadays, people are planting in front of their house, backyard, whatever. You don't have a space, you can still go and get a bag. Cement bag. Get it and fill it with the sign of whatever you want to use. Or a broken pot. Or any container that can hold the soil together. Go and get it and plant something eatable. Not only that this will help you for your feeding. It will also stop you from buying from our enemies who poison their food and bring it to you. And you buy it. After eating it, you are sick. You don't know what is sick in you. No? This is encouragement to everybody. The time is now. Wake up. You know what? If they continue, they want to do what they did in 1967 to 70, but it will not work for them. In case it works, my people, what are you going to eat? That's why we apply to you right now to get up. You know, don't be starved. See, assuming they close the border, no food entering Biafra land. What are you going to do? That's why I'm making this announcement. Very, very important. Very important. Wake up, Biafran people. Thank you, my sister.
Thank you very much, Sister Cecilia. I'm going to lean on you to make the announcement for celebrities and women and how they should join our fight.
Our wonderful celebrities. We hail you. Some of you are musicians, are rappers, some of you are movie actors, some of you are in different walks of life. And the Biafrans love you so very much. We are counting on you to spearhead this fight. We are counting on you to rally the people. We are counting on you to bring all those your supporters so that we all together can join in this fight. You have an important role to play in this fight. You have an important role to play on our journey. You have an important role to play on our getting Biafra. Even if you have been against us in the past, we are asking you today, turn around and join the fight. The battle ready. The battle ready. Remember, when the enemy comes, you will not know who is a celebrity and who is not a celebrity. But we respect you. We are counting on you. You have done us proud. You have done it in the past, and we know you can do it again. Celebrities, you know yourselves. Come and join the fight. Bring along all your supporters. Bring along those who love you. Bring along those who sing your music. Bring along those who listen to you when you rap. Join the battle rages. And we know that with you, we can make it. Thank you.
And I want to appeal to Biafran women all over the world. Biafran women in diaspora, you are doing a great job raising money, raising funds, especially my sisters in the United States of America. I'm so very proud of you. Sister Bridget, Sister Ibo, Sister Kunle, Sister Cecilia, Sister Victoria, all of you, my sisters, you are doing a great job. So we are going to rally again, and it's coming up in April, and we're sending flyers out. We're calling our men. We're calling our millionaires in the United States of America, because we have many people who have money in the United States of America. Like Onyendu said, we own mansions. We own stuff in the United States of America. Yes, we have accumulated wealth, great wealth in the United States of America. Let's use it to defend our fatherland, our motherland. Let's use it to defend the great land of Biafra, that land that Chukwokika gave to us. And then women all over the world, the rest of the world, I see what you're doing. The women in UK, you are incredibly united. Keep doing your work. Keep doing your work. The women all over the world, you're doing a great job. The women in Biafra land, you are the warriors. You are the warriors. I know if you are in my sisters. Thank you. Like the posters up on the street and stare down those police and military people and tell them the truth about what you're going through in your farms, in your markets, in your homes, how they're killing your boys, how they're killing your girls, how they are raping people in their house, how you're afraid of being coming out on the streets and you tell them, please come out in more numbers. Please come out. If you hear that Nigerian women are going to have a rally, and please join them. Join them. I have seen you on social media raising your voices, staring down on the military and police forces. Thank you, Biafra women warriors. I am really made proud, and my heart jumps every time I see social media stating that we are being taken no more. Continue to speak loud. Support you. We are there in spirit with you. Continue to speak loud, women, because everything, every atrocity that Nigeria is committing is against you. It's against me. They are not only killing our husbands, they're killing our children. They are raping us. We can take it no more. No more. Shall we be quiet and subscribe to this peaceful slavery? No more. Speak, Nigerian women, Biafran women, and Nigerian women at large. Speak. Speak up. Cry out, because they are really killing us. They are really destroying everything that God has given to us. They have destroyed. So join the fight if you're Nigerian, if you're Biafran in Nigeria, if you're Biafran in Biafra land, if you're a Biafran woman in diaspora. If you're in diaspora, join the fight. If you're in the zoo, join the fight. Because I heard one woman saying that they have imprisoned me in Kaduna, they have imprisoned me in Sokoto, they have imprisoned me in Lagos, now they have imprisoned me in Abia State. Oh, I said, what a warrior. What a warrior woman you are. And I want all our women to develop that warriorness inside of you, because we are all warriors. Now, Biafran women, we don't sit still. We work with our hands, we create things, we make things beautiful, and we must rise up at this time, because our motherland is calling us. It's calling us. We shall no longer sit in this peaceful slavery. We must make our voices heard and enter this phase of dangerous freedom. Let's fight. Thank you, women, and I know that as I speak, you will continue to join and continue to call your sisters to join. Thank you very much. Now, my sisters, it's time for us to bid Mazi Alozie farewell, and I know he has a few calls to take and a few more things to discuss with his audience. So, Mazi Alozie, we are coming to the end of our program. It's nearly 10:50. Wow, yeah. Thank you very much, my sisters, for a wonderful job this morning. So, let's say goodbye, and everybody has a wonderful weekend.
Thank you, Dr. Tina. Thank you, all of you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. You have a nice weekend.
Thank you, Mazi Alozie.
Thank you very much.
We will continue to listen. Remember, we listen always.
Yeah, today's...
We do listen.
Yeah, thank you. I know you do. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. There you have it. They delivered. Every week they deliver. Women have taken the steering wheel. They are driving. And we are the passengers. And you know, when they drive, you be at alert. Now they are driving. We must be at alert. No room for errors. They have been waiting for us. And now they said enough is enough. We watch them being abused. We watch them being raped. We do nothing. We say nothing. But we are the men. Now they stand. The call number is +1 48476708848. You have 9 minutes, 10 minutes. Today, for about 2 weeks, though I have extra time on Sundays, on Saturday and Sundays, but for this week and next week, I will close exactly dot on the hour. because I have meetings to attend to, and it starts exactly at 12. Because of the time forward, it will get in my way. So if you have anything to say, you call in as quickly as you can. Don't wait till the last minute thinking that you have the time. No, you don't. The phone lines are open. +1 484 767 0848. In my opening remark, I told you about what our leader said. All the checkpoints they mount, they have a reason for that. They extort. They banditrily leave you empty. They commit act of banditry. They steal from you. They rob you. They rape you. They kill you. But the perpetrators are being given money to acquire more weapons. And you see them every day at the checkpoints close to your home. And some people act like they don't see anything. I wonder when you start seeing. I wonder when you start responding. Our leader has done enormously huge things for us. We must thank him. Every day we wake up. You would have been wondering what fate would have been by now. You remember when it was common? You'll be walking and you see people dropping like flies. We alerted you about the poisons. We alerted you. Call out your name and where you're calling from.
Bless you. Hello.
Bless you too.
Bless our women.
You say?
In fact, we have what the scriptures say, virtuous women.
Well, your line is off. The inhibitor. Things that inhibit the transferring of data, information. When you're on the line, they cut. But they take money from you for services rendered. These are the things that stop calls from coming in. And when they come in, they cut off. We have 6 minutes to be on the air. 6 minutes countdown. At the 3rd minute to go, I will cut off the phone. Call out your name and where you're calling from. Call out your name and where you're calling from. That one is gone too. I think that's what we are suffering. Suffering from call and hang up. Or call and quench. You call, the line quenches. Don't wait for your freedom. Go for it. Don't wait for somebody to give it to you. Go and take it. Go and take it. Call out your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning. Good morning, Mazi. My name is Mazi, my man, Ugo Onyechaka. I am calling from the United States of America. Mazi, I reside here in Washington, D.C., but I'm from Amibo. Amibo is in Olo. Amibo is the home of the tiger, and Amibo is the home of King Daga of Ipob. I thank you for all you do for Biafra. I thank God for the women, and I thank God for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi, the reason why I'm calling this morning is to remind our people that if they are still hoping that there is Nigeria, they might start, going for psychiatric treatment. I want to bring the attention to what is going on in the northern part of Nigeria. It is true that the media, the Zoom media, do not show them what is going on in Nigeria. That is northern part. The northern part of Nigeria is at war. This is full-blown war. There's no two ways about it. 5 million children, 5 million people have been uprooted from their homes in southern Kaduna, in Zamfara, and in Borno, and they are living in refugee camp. Let them know that people are living in refugee camp. There is war in northern Nigeria. The bandits are killing, the kidnappers are killing. There is a full-blown war going on. So people are not living in their house again. And then now they are coming to the south. They are coming to the south, even the middle belt. They are in the middle belt now. For all those people who think that it is politics as usual, for the people that are so confused and extremely very delusional, who think that they have any hope in Nigeria, let them think twice. Because the war is at your doorstep. So what are you going to do? This is the reason why I want to bring your attention to our Eastern Security Network. The Eastern Security Network and the investment in our media. This is the only hope that you have. You can never, once beaten, twice shy. If they have done to you before, you've been killed because you have been very extremely, terribly naive, thinking that you have any hope in Nigeria. This is the reason why, even in the 60s, 67, 70, when they started killing you in the north, after everything calmed down, you went back to the north because you are mumu and you are stupid. Stand here and be daydreaming, thinking that you have hope. Your house is on fire. You better run for your life now, or you stand and fight. Eastern Security Network is our hope. Eastern Security Network is our security. It's the security of the people, by the people, and for the people. So you have to support this Eastern Security Network because we are not waiting for the Zoo people to come and support it for us. You have to dip your hand in your pockets. Give as little as you could. Do the needful. Support this Eastern Security. If you do not, you know that you are wicked. You know that you hate your family, you hate your brothers, you hate your mother, you hate everything that is very precious to you. If you do not support and then pay money to this Eastern Security Network that is doing the security for you. So I am begging you. Well, I don't need to beg you because this is the only money, any investment you can do for yourself. Other investment is a waste because life, preservation of your life is what matters. So please go to the website. Our website is www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. Just go there and then you will see the sign that says donate. That is Google. Your phone, you have a smartphone. Go there and then donate, no matter how little it is. Then it is a kind donation. It doesn't matter. It is the donation you can give to yourself. Just treat yourself. Use your card.
Mazi, round up. We are out of time.
ipobinUSA.org. If you want to make donation to ESN, you have to go to www.ipobinUSA.org. If you want to say thank you to Nnamdi Kanu, you have to go to www.ipobinUSA.org. If you want to make donation to Biafra, you have to go to www.ipobinUSA.org. www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. Thank you, Mazi. God bless you.
God bless you too. We are almost done. There's 2 callers calling right now. Right away, the line is open so that I can close. The call number is +1 484 767 0848 +1 484 767 0848. Caller, your name and where you calling from. Caller, your name and where you calling from.
Biafra.
Welcome, Mazi. Round up really quick.
Thank you. As the number, because last time I tried, Mazi, thank you so much. This time don't date you. I want to thank our women. I want to thank my sister. My name is Mazi Alozie, calling from Brooklyn, New York. Mazi will remain formidable. Biafra is our destination, and ESM is the vehicle that is taking us home. I will must support ESM. And we must thank God, our leader, and God will protect him. Mazi, your time is already up. There's no point talking much. But the dialogue the Sultan of Sokoto is talking about could not open up our southern border, could not bring restructuring, could not avert and avoid the massacre on our people. It is now. They are all mad. Mad, we are going them. God bless my leader, and God bless you too. Thank you, and go ahead, Biafra.
Thank you very much. And this is where we call it for the day. We are giving chance. Really, it's another session. The phone is off, so don't bother calling. We'll be on the air again tomorrow. Now waiting they happen. Now waiting they happen. That is our program for tomorrow. I thank all of you, and that's where we. That is our program for tomorrow. I thank all of you, and that's where we.
Under the leadership of Mazi Alozie, we want to congratulate IPOB all over the world for their job well done by setting up Eastern Security Network, and also to warn Eastern governors and senators to keep up the way. Obunye biari kumwa rutobo na nwo biari kanwona obuno diana ogano kubeze neyu Eastern governors nye nefe nozo asebe nwata na ebe akwa na atu aka nega no nna ya no ya nye na yefe nozo onye kache nti kwutu ụzọ ife ọfụkwala owele o na IPOB kwadokwara akwado.
Eastern governors rapono Biafra kano na fana bago kezivono na kuchizili nozono okune mego Nigeria kobu Fulani nwe chazere na nye nozo kanyi na bao onye biariku nwo rute nobu na nwo biariku anwo na nuno obu gini ko gemezi no obiarije nwuno aya kwado kamoke se akwado anye jike kamoke se icho ni chanya to ni chenu kiwe bunanya no nene aya kwado kamoke se akwado anye jike kamoke se
ana wuchiti na
icho ni chanya to ni chenu kiwe bunanya no nene onye na maka mazina na IPOB kwado la kwado
IPOB bụ atakata abụọ anụ nyere onye ụsa ị na-ama IPOB aka na-ezu ezu gị nara abụ ụzọ bụ ị nara anụ ife onye kachi ntị kwutu ụzọ ife ọbụla owele ọ maka ndị sabotuas na afa na ọsọ na-eme a na-agwa oji ntị na agha ezu ọkwara onye ju ogbugbo nwụrụ udo.
Eastern Security Network apatago na Fulani no nosono ndi sabotu no nosono ndo haneze no noso ndi gwegwano na nyebunu kukanye malifanye nemenuno kunu sachonye chukutele mmanua Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Amadike gaba n'iru na anyị kwụghị n'azụ anyị akwado ka nwoke si akwado anyị ejike ka nwoke si ejike ịchọ